Hello, guys, welcome to another beautiful episode of The Glimmer Show where everything matters. I still remain your host, Praise Barra, and today we're talking about something really dicey. I say we because I'm always joined by someone, but for now it's just me. So, oftentimes we find someone really appealing and we take them to our parents and they're like, no, I don't fancy them. So, I'm talking about parental involvement in marriage or in relationships generally, and it is very prominent in our society today. So with me I have Mr. Temple to talk about this. It's always a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you very much once again and again.
Welcome. Yeah, so today we're talking about parental involvement in relationship. Yeah, like you go home to your parents and say, this is the woman I want to get married to, and then they're like, no, I don't like her, either various reasons. Maybe she's too fair, or I'm just joking, but then maybe she's from this tribe, or you know how it is in our society. It's very prominent and it happens a lot. What do you think about that?
Okay, my take or thinking about this is many a times our parents want to get involved with us, or involved with our issues, our plans in life, even up to the point of marriage, deciding for us. And it has a good, it has an advantage, it has a disadvantage, that's why it's always good you get to know what your child wants. First of all, marriage is not about the parents, it's about that child, because the Bible says, okay, I go to the Bible again. The Bible says, he that finds a wife finds a good thing, not he that the parents finds a wife for finds a good thing. Yeah, I know in the days long gone where the parents can just choose somebody for you and come, it works. It can still work. But many a times you're not the one spending the time with the wife there, like for a guy or the wife. You're not the one spending the time with the husband there. You're not going to be in the house there. So you choosing for them might be a good choice, but at the long run it might not be right.
It's really dicey, but sometimes being our parents, they have more experience. They understand things, they see life from a different point of view more than we see it. As much as we want to think that we know things, our parents know more than we do. So there are some things that you don't see in a person. Your dad or mom might see that in that person. So when you bring the person home, they tell you this isn't right because they'll definitely give you a reason. Because of this, I'm saying I don't think this person is good for you. I think someone out there could be better, but this particular person shouldn't go into marriage with you because it's a lifelong thing.
Okay, to an extent you have a point there, but I don't really agree with that. Why train up a child and then to the point of getting married for the child? Why don't you just even go and stay with the child?
Not like they're trying to get married for you, no. You bring the person home. They're not picking this person for you. It's different. If you say they're trying to get married, then they'll pick the person and give to you and say, okay, this is the person you need to marry. Of which that also
because
happens.
Literally you can see it from that way. It's just like not an indirect way of picking the person for you. You trained me, you taught me what I should know about life, you taught me what I should know about like a guy, you trained me and what I should know about a woman. My mom should have trained me to the point I understand, because this is how to relate to women and this is how to make a choice, and then allow me to choose. Now this is my choice and this is what I want now. I remember in one of the episodes we talked about career, choosing a career for a child. You train up a child, learn to know what this child wants, and then guide the child.
So personally, I think as parents, they know what's good for us and they want the best for us, as much as they try and want to approve who we be with, but then it's for the better. They don't do it to spite us or do it to do anything negative to us. So contrary to what you said, that's what I'm trying to pinpoint, that they choose for you. They don't choose for you. You are the one who picks who you want to be with. But then when you go to them, because obviously that's a step, they've trained you, they've taken care of you from when you were younger to when you've grown up. So whoever you want to be with, whoever you choose to be with, is appropriate for you to go and meet them and say, this is who I want to be with. And then if they see that they don't like this person because of this or that, they could just tell you that I don't like this person because this person is from this place. I have my reservations with people who are from this tribe. It's being tribalistic though, but then again, it's for the better if you look at it from the other angle. Okay,
well, for me, I don't agree. I wouldn't say 100% I don't agree. To an extent, it's good, but it doesn't fly for me. You're choosing, you're approving. I'm just showing you for honor, this is the person I want to get married to. But you don't tell me you don't want the person. Yes, it's not bad if you do. Then if you give me a reason and the reason is okay for me, fine. If the reason is not okay for me, I still go what I want to go with.
So you're not doing it you're just doing it for doing sake. Because people are doing it, you want to
No,
do
for
too.
honor's sake.
Okay.
Yes, because I honor my parents, so I bring them. I don't just want to get married out there. I bring them to my parents to say, this is the person I'm getting married to. Because
So why not in that same vein take that and say, if they don't want this, you say, because I'm honoring you as my parent, since you don't want this, let me look for someone else.
No. I don't think it flies that way for me. That's not honor anymore. That's allowing them to choose, and it affects the foundation matters. You know, once your parents can say, this is the person you're going to get married to, we don't want this person, you understand, and you're allowed her to fly, it creeps. You know, it goes into when she enters the house, when they tell you, I don't want her to be cooking egusi soup in this house. Egusi soup, because afang is, you know, don't allow your parents to begin to detect what should come in, what should stay out. Yes, I want this, please. I need your prayers on this. Okay. Then they tell you, I don't want this. Why? If the reason plays well, fine. You reason out and try to convince them. There's something about love. If you love something, even if everybody tells you don't take it, you convince the person, this is why I love it, and they begin to see that thing through your eyes, and then they begin to love it. Maybe they're not seeing the woman from their own view. I'm sorry, from your own view. That's what they are seeing from their own view. But if you can make them see from this angle, this is who she is, they might get to love her. And you don't judge a book based on its cover or based on reference or what you've known by experience. You know, judge the person based on what you've seen in the person. That's my understanding, my take on it.
Well, there's this old adage we have in Africa that says, what an old man sees sitting, even a young boy will not see climbing an iroko tree. And so that's where I come from. But that's my point of view. That's where I'm coming from. That understand that there are some things that you will not see that your parents will definitely see before you see it. Even when you even get into the marriage, and then maybe after time after time, you now start discovering that, oh, this is what my parents saw when I brought this person to them. Do you understand? And then they tried to warn me about it, but then I didn't listen because I was in love. I know one thing about love blinds your eye. You don't see. You don't see anymore.
Okay, yeah, you're right. But most times we get wrong perspective about that love being blind. Love being blind means that you bypass some things that maybe you can just wave off. Not that you're blind to see.
You think you can wave off,
Okay.
but then later it becomes a problem. We'll talk about red flags.
Okay, fine. Now about your parents. Now you say what an elder sees from the Europe.
Sitting, yeah.
It is not a bad thing. I almost lost what I was about to say, but it is just still boils down to what you
want.
love, yes, and what you want. What they are saying might not be what you love. Like now, I said I love my child to get married to a musician because it will really help with the career, and the child doesn't want to marry a musician. So you're indirectly imposing what you want on that child.
That's what I've been trying to say. It's not about them choosing for you. It's their approval. You get? It's their approval. Is that they say this person is suitable. It's okay for you.
For me. I understand. I'm the one getting married yet. I don't want getting married. Anyway, that's my take. For me, it doesn't fly.
Okay, let's agree to disagree on this matter, guys. So we want to draw the curtain here, and we're going to agree to disagree on this matter because I feel like if your parents see something, they should say something. They will definitely say something. And we as children, sometimes we just feel like we know everything. But then again, still do whatever works for you. Tell us in the comment section, what do you think about your parents interfering in someone who you want to be with for a long time, for a lifetime? Not them choosing, like he says, them having their approval to know if this person is good for you or not good. I personally think that it's very important because as children, sometimes we don't see things and parents see things. I don't know.
Okay, what I believe is this: you leave your father, you leave your mother, and get cleaned up. So you allowing their decisions to affect your clinging, affect your future. For me, so as a grown-up child, I'm ready to get married. You shouldn't decide for me. I can give an approval. Don't decide for me. That's what I think.
We've come to the end of the show, and I still remain Praise Bearer with
Temple Jameson. Thanks for watching
The Glamour Show,
where everything
matters.
That's the word.
Join us again next week. We hope to see you. Have a lovely one.